It's Trek Tuesdays.
Engage.
What's up, Galaxy? It's your boy, ETCW, World Heavyweight Champion.
Of the world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
Prize of the Rabbit Empire. Enforcer to the Finstock Exchange. The Jersey Jackass. Beat to the C. Hit me up on all social media at RealJackassBC. RealJackassBC. Join the Jackass Nation on Patreon at patreon.com/Jackass Nation. And now we are ready to boldly go where no jackass... That wasn't right. Boldly go where no jackass has ever gone before. Star Trek, the original series, Season 1.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Alright, so we have finished Discovery, we finished Enterprise, obviously, and now we are finally on to the original series of Star Trek. Man, this was interesting. We get to finally meet all of our favorites: Kirk, Scotty, Spock, Sulu, Aura, Yao-Man that's only in a couple episodes. Where did she go? She's very prominent in the first couple episodes. And she's just gone. Either way, it was really cool to see the first season with Shatner, Nimoy, Nichelle Nichols, DeForest Kelly, George Takei, who also was not in there a lot, but then started showing up more prominently toward the second half of the season. And James Doohan as Scotty, Scotsman. I was watching it, someone pointed out to me that he's not really Scottish. Blew my mind. Oh, I was a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. Very sad. Either way, it was really fun to see these characters start to mesh, start to get to know them, and I really enjoyed watching this. It was like a look into the past. There are definitely a lot of story plot holes when you look at it on a whole. I think watching it the way that I did, going from Enterprise to Discovery to this, really opens things up. And, I mean, it makes for some issues, but at the same time, it's not their fault. Like, there's an episode where Spock's like, it might be possible to time travel. We could theoretically go back 3 days. Dude, you literally just sent your sister 900 years into the future. Alright, so the Menagerie episodes. Menagerie? She's never any help. Alright, so I was really excited about this because it's the only real story arc within the entire season. It's a 2-episode arc, and I was really excited because I knew that it involved Captain Pike, so I was really looking forward to this. And seeing it, so Spock has to go on trial for mutiny, basically, and kidnapping, because he kind of kidnaps Captain Pike, who's in that weird little wheelchair thing, which is the Vision that we saw in Discovery, which was so freaking cool that they tied that in. And he's trying to take him back to Talos 4. Because at Talos 4, they can not maybe save him, but if you remember from The Cage, they can at least put it in his head that he is normal and fine and safe with the girl that he loves. And so I was excited about this. But it was literally just rewatching the pilot with random cutscenes of Spock on trial, and the evidence is them watching the pilot. Literally watching the pilot. And I was like, how do they have the angles of this? Like, this is weirdly filmed. Like, did they film themselves while they were doing this exactly as a pilot would be filmed? But then it turns out it's the dudes on Talos 4 that are projecting the pilot for everyone to see. So it was cool to see Captain Pike. It was cool to see that connection from Discovery and to go back to Talos 4 and all that. But overall, disappointed that it was literally just rewatching the pilot. I was like, damn, I already watched this. Very campy and out there, and a lot of the episodes feel a lot like Twilight Zone episodes. Like there's really something creepy that's happening that we have to fix and find a way to stop. It's very odd at times. There was a scene in episode 2, which is one of the most Twilight-y of any of them. Charlie X, kid that can just think things and stuff happens. But Kirk is like, he's teaching him to fight, but he's really teaching him how to wrestle. He's legit teaching the kid to take a bump and to take his rolls. It was really interesting to watch as a wrestler. It's also very interesting that early on in the season, there's really no mention of the Federation whatsoever, which is very prominent in both the other two series that take place technically before this. Now, as we get later on in the series, they kind of start to mention it a little bit more, but still not a lot. Harry Mudd shows up, who was played by Rainn Wilson in Discovery, which was really cool to see. I was like, oh, wait, Mudd? Is that Rainn Wilson's character? I know it's Rainn Wilson playing this guy's character, but to me, I saw it first with Rainn Wilson, so that was very interesting to watch. We get our first look at androids in the Star Trek universe. I think actually the guy, he kind of made a sex robot in that one episode. Tried to make an android of Kirk too, Twilight Zone-y. But those are never mentioned again. Got to see the Family Guy episode where they're fighting with the Gorn. That was really cool. That is an iconic episode that you see all the time. That was a real, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I know this scene. I get this part. And then Khan. I don't really remember how Wrath of Khan starts and opens up. I haven't watched it in a really long time. So how this episode ends with him getting marooned on an island with his people, really makes me excited to go watch Wrath of Khan again. I cannot wait to see how this, if it does actually tie back together. It's interesting watching Kirk get more and more Shatner-y as the season goes on. He's kind of like just normal as the early episodes, but as the season keeps going, he starts to get just a little bit more of the William Shatner that we know. He's not all the way there, but he really is starting to get there. He is still calm, cool, and collected, but he's starting to get very Shatner-y. And I definitely love watching him and Spock's relationship grow. This was really entertaining and really fun to watch them play off of each other. However, it's really weird giving Discovery now, seeing Spock learn more and more about his human emotions when he had such a mental breakdown in Discovery. I don't know if that really hurts this that much. I'm going to have to keep watching, see how far we continue to go into watching Spock really start to learn more about his emotions and how he works. It's going to be very interesting to see. Either way, Star Trek Season 1 was really entertaining and a great look. There was no Chekhov. I didn't realize that he wasn't in the first season at all, so that's interesting. I can't wait to finally find him. But other than that, I had a good time with this, and it's definitely pretty dope. Alright guys, what did you think? Did you enjoy the first season of Star Trek? Have you rewatched it in a long time? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, hit this little subscribe button and click the notifications to get the bell so you can get notifications, all that good stuff. Give this one a thumbs up, share it with all your friends. Follow me on all social media at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. And join the Jackass Nation on Patreon, patreon.com/JackassNation. And until next time, live long and prosper.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the Jackass Nation.